Hey again, Team Human. I tried to record this video and I think I got stepped on, so I shall try again. I want to talk about hunting. I'm not saying hunting is wrong by any means. Leg hold traps are fucking evil though, and if you know what one of those are and you're putting them out there, you are wrong. Anyway, so where I got to live, and I was most fortunate to live in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place. People ain't too friendly there though. And every day I would go hiking with my dog. Her name is Quinn. That's Spark. She's a cat, by the way, if you're confused. But every morning, that particular part of the world was set aside for elk to go from point A to point B. Because, snow comes, or it doesn't, and the elk got to move from point A to point B. And you know what the hunters would do? They would pay a whole bunch of money. I predict these were guys, mostly from Texas, would come and pay a whole bunch of money to a particular person. I think I knew who it was. And they get in their ATVs, and they go, first they get in a car, and they go for 20 miles. Well, it sounds far away, but it isn't at all in the West. And then they would stop, and they would get out of their little cars, or big cars, and get on their ATVs with their rifles, and start just shooting that shit into the air, which should have sent the elk into another zone, which is where they were supposed to be. But guess what? They ran into a fence. That fence was on my property. And I would go out every morning with dog and go, if I hear those goddamn rifles one more time, they better shoot me. Or they better shoot my goddamn dog. And I just couldn't have that sort of thing. So I knew when they were there. I could see them. I could see them coming. This was in a particular place. I could see them coming. And there was no cars allowed in there unless you were looking to buy a property. But I could tell those guys with rifles from a mile away. And so I would sit and watch. But I still went out hiking with my dog. And first of all, they could have killed me. Certainly could have killed my dog. And we can't have that sort of thing, people. So you know what I did? I started screaming. I didn't take out a rifle myself. I didn't have one, but I had my voice. So I started screaming. And I said, get off my goddamn land. Property rights in Colorado are great, big, important things. Well, they should be everywhere in the world. And I said, no, get off my land. And they didn't. And they shot Elsbeth. If you will look at my YouTube, you will see the carcass of an elk. And took months for her to decay into that state, but that's what happens to nature, people. But God damn it, hunters, if you try to shoot something in Colorado and not tag it, first of all, get a license, learn how to use a rifle, and 2, if you don't have a tag on that animal, it ain't getting out of Colorado. So, bye-bye. Good night, everybody.